This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerisio.
I'm your host, who wonders what an entire bottle's worth of stomach pills will do to your friggin' ulcers, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo! That was a fast intro.
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, it felt fast, yeah.
I don't know. It felt normal to me.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good to
I
me.
would say also, I do think the pills are for an ulcer.
I thought they were just for into I thought they were for just like.
Because it's usually he gets like stressful.
Yeah, I thought he had like stress shits. I thought that was his thing. That's why his stomach acted up. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You could be right. I'm not gonna. I actually don't know.
I think it is like
I don't
4
know.
ulcers.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But still, like an entire bottle's worth.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I can't imagine dealing with those ladies as any. We'll get into that when we get there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess that's fair.
Yeah. So let's hop right into reviewing some anime.
Hell yeah!
Jeez.
I sound bad. It's another week of being sick for Davis. Hopefully these weeks will be over though soon. Once more of this last one.
Yeah. So let's jump into anime. Solo Leveling Season
2.
Very solid episode once again. A bridge episode, like bridging between
Yeah,
arcs.
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was remind me what happened. I could fake it right up to the point where my knowledge actually runs out, and I'm like, what
So
the
first
heck?
things first, he gets reassigned.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is fantastic because they're like, at first like the machine's broken, and I was like, well, that's lame.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my god, machine broken means he's too powerful. I was like, okay, this is awesome.
That is pretty. And it's also a really good. It's good insight onto like the other S ranks that exist in the world. It's like obviously Jin is a different beast. Like he'll probably outclass all of them, etc., etc. Blah blah blah. He has like unlimited potential. Yada yada yada. But like the fact that they hit S rank and they go off the charts. So we don't know like. You're an S rank, but we don't know how actually strong you are as an S rank. Like you could be, okay. So sorry, I'm explaining this very badly. Okay, so Jinwoo's dad.
S ranks could be like some can be way stronger than other S ranks.
Yeah, one could be like a god, and one could be just be like I'm really good at fighting. Sort of
Unless I know the president said that he's automatically got S rank because he has to be retested, because they do have a machine that can test the powers.
Oh, did he? Oh, never mind. Then I missed that part. Well, I missed a lot of this episode. Jeez, Davis. Jeez.
Because that's when the president before the president was talking to him. I love that. I can't remember.
I thought you said that was just there was a formality before he
like
rank.
It was a formality, like the formality that like they said he has to be retested to become an S rank. He said it's the retest is a formality. You're already an S rank.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're already considered an S rank.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But the guy who's in charge of the Hunters Guild, which is the worst name ever for the guild, I will always hate it. But I thought this guy was gonna be like a dick, even though there's no energy for me to consider him to be a dick.
Yeah, that's weird.
But he just seemed like he was gonna be. I don't know. He just seemed like it.
Classic. Maybe he could have been elitist, but like, like, I don't know. I didn't get that vibe from him ever.
But when Jinwoo like walked right by him, and he's just like, I don't have time for you, or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about Fireboy. Yes,
yeah,
I agree with you.
I was talking about?
I thought the head of the
That's not the
Hunters Association. Never mind.
Are you talking about the president?
The president of the Hunters Association. Yeah, I got confused on that.
You thought that guy was going to be a dick?
No, I didn't. That's why I was confused what you were saying.
I was like, no chance.
Like, that guy seemed like such a nice guy.
I was like, that guy seems like the coolest.
Yes,
he was the first S rank.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to see, it's always a good anime or show when you're like, well, now I want to see the history of this guy.
Let me see him in his prime.
Yeah, give me like a side arc where it's just, like, it was a filler, but it was also like Akashi's Anbu Black arc.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, give us one of those.
Fantastic. I take that. 100%. 100%. But yes, red hair boy, Fleam.
Fire kid. Yeah, he has fire. Yeah.
Fire boy. Yeah. Zuko was Happy Zuko was a lot nicer than you thought he was gonna be. Like, I agree. I thought he was gonna, like, once Jinwoo blew him off, he was gonna be like, oh, my honor's insulted.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But no, he's actually really chill. Oh man, I'm cocky.
Yeah,
I should do that.
He's like, did I come off too conceited?
Yeah. Jeez.
I like. I just blamed himself. I was like, nice.
That's awesome.
And then the leader of it's not Wolf. Maybe it's Wolf something. I don't know. Whatever, the red hair guy.
Red hair guy who turns into white hair.
Yeah. He showed up late, and then
it always cracks me up how these these S rankers run, because they easily run faster than what we see. They run faster than people can see them. But then it always cracks me up when you got a scene where that red hair guy's like he's running up the stairs and stuff. It's like, dude, just like you could have been at the door already.
Well, I don't know if all of them move that fast.
You don't think? I feel like he has to.
I don't know if the flame, or maybe that guy.
Maybe the flame guy.
That guy definitely seems like he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that some weird animal.
Of course, he'd be fast.
Quirk thing.
But it seems like he has like a power turn on. Like
that's true. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Well,
I don't think
that's 100%. Well, yes, but we did see a scene last season where like he shook the whole building, and they where the whole building shook. Then it flashed to him with his red hair still. But he could have gone out of his form. So you're still right.
Or
wrong.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But he still could have just gone in his form. Like who cares?
True. Yeah.
Who really
cares?
Yeah. And then the Hunter Association leader shows up and he's cool and shows up super dramatically, of course. Walking
out of the darkness.
His buddy, his assistant there, is like, we need to talk to you. And then he comes walking out of the darkness. Of course, I was like, awesome,
amazing.
I like his whole thing and how Jinwoo turns him down because I like how Jinwoo's reason is not money.
Yeah.
Because he just wants an elixir of life, so he just needs to get stronger.
That's all he needs. He's in it, and it's fun. It's fun because the president there thinks that Jinwoo's in it just for the fight, and he kind of just is, though.
No, he is. He 100% is. He's just trying to get stronger.
He's going after the elixir, but his real goal is just I'm gonna max out at this point.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
which is awesome.
I think even if he gets I don't know when he'll get the elixir of life, but whenever he gets it, I just think he'll keep going.
Yeah,
I imagine it's not gonna be the end either. I imagine it's gonna be it's gonna seem like the end.
Oh, Mom, you're alive. Oh no, Dad's a god.
Yeah, got to see that. That was really cool. Where it showed the one S rank just absolutely beat crap. And then his dad standing over him was he's like, even death can't keep me from
even death won't save you from me.
Yeah, which was super awesome.
Even that the S rank douchebag was like, oh, what a crappy line was that? And then it's meanwhile just getting shaking in his boots.
Right, that line rocks.
That line was awesome. Yeah. Get out of here.
You're scared, bitch.
You're quaking in your boots right now, man.
Yeah. If you had to fight Jinwoo and his dad at the same time, you'd be immediately obliterated.
But now he's on some quest for a relic to try and amp him, which is that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
that's not. I know it works for Jinwoo and his eternally odd item monkey and all that stuff, but
you're definitely something.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be enough to beat Jinwoo's dad.
I don't know. Maybe he knows.
Really?
I don't. Maybe he knows. Maybe they know of super awesome items that we don't know about.
He beat him so completely though.
I know it didn't look like
no problem. I don't know.
Maybe there's got to be MacGuffins in this world.
Yeah, there does.
Because that was one of those things I think I mentioned in the last episode. I'll mention again. The entire time I was like, why is this flame guy wearing this super dorky lame cape? It's probably a relic.
Probably.
The rings don't bother me so much. The cape would just look ridiculous.
It does. Well, it goes over his suit. Which
yeah,
is weird.
His suit. Yeah.
It's why don't you just wear a better out? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Why are you fighting in a suit?
So, and we got to see him go full force. Not full force, obviously, but an insane magic in an A-ranked.
Yes.
Cave. Dungeon.
Yes.
A-rank one.
Barbecued all the monsters.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Jinwoo being hot. Yeah. Which is I find it hilarious. I think it's awesome. He's jacked. They made him even more jacked. I've seen the manhwa pale versus what.
Yeah.
He hasn't, and they made him even more muscular.
But
this is a good example once again the difference between men and women is people complain about women fan service all the time. Oh, there's boobs and stuff in anime. It's so inappropriate. And you get a bunch of beta males who are like, I'm a feminist. They're like, oh yeah, it's inappropriate. But this scene where this practically shirtless dude is ripped and jacked, and everyone's like, well, this is fine.
It is mining. Doing one of the manliest jobs on the planet.
Both are fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
This was fan service for the girls.
Good. Well, yeah. I'm fine. I'm totally fine with this. Honestly, I have no problem with this.
Jiraiya didn't need to have a 6-pack.
Yeah, exactly. But you gave him one anyways.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's for us, the men, just something to strive for. I'm fine with this. That's cool.
That's because we don't get jealous.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. But I get jealous that I'm not him. That's true.
Yeah, but then you're like, I don't want to be that game.
What's the difference from what I just said?
The way I use the word jealous is girls will be like, it's an unrealistic body standard because they're mad.
Oh, because they're lazy.
I guess envious would be a better word.
Yeah,
for that.
they're envious. I'm jealous. I am jealous. I'm I want to be looking. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Envious would be. I think.
I think envy is. I don't have rage towards Jinwoo. I have man, I gotta work harder.
But then he's mining like crazy. Whatever. That one. He's just really good at it. That's all you know. But I love how this episode ended.
Yeah.
Everyone on the internet was ripping it apart in a funny way. Not that was bad. Oh no. Because she's like, what are you doing here?
I know. His waifu.
His wife. I think it really is like his future wife.
That's funny.
I think I've seen stuff off that. I'm not too sure.
I watched. There's been a couple Instagram reels I've gone through. I think 2. So like one was a comedy thing. So it was like a grain of salt. But like people are there's some like uber nerds out there complaining about how it's not adapted perfectly from the manhwa, and they're like, they made my waifu out to be. She's like, she's such a lower grade right now. She's so much hotter in the manhwa.
She's like almost identical.
Exactly.
And they actually made her boobs bigger in this.
Yeah, but look at that, wild. so I'm just like, calm down, guys.
Also, she literally has been in the show for like 3 times. Relax.
I know, sure.
Like, but
they're waifu.
Yeah, weebs are the worst.
They are so weird.
They don't listen to our podcast, probably.
That's true.
Hopefully not. I mean, no, hopefully they do. I don't really care.
You're welcome to do it. Yeah. We like
you're going to get made fun of.
100%. Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, I saw a bunch of ones where even though this meme is dead, it came back at the perfect time. She's like, "What are you doing here?" And then it cuts to Jim, who's like, "You know me, just being a chill guy."
Yeah, that's about right. It's like
next episode's probably gonna be awesome.
Oh, I can't. I want it. Maybe they fight the A rank together.
Oh man, I did see this one thing. There's one anime Instagram page I follow. I think it's called Daily Anime News. They're incredible. One thing they do post every once in a while is a bunch of screenshots from upcoming episodes.
Okay.
Of Solo Leveling. And it's really
so
fun.
Like from like the actual anime or from the manhwa?
Actual anime.
Oh wow, really?
That's really cool, yeah.
Nice, I'm pumped.
But that's is Solo Leveling.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Probably anime of the season?
Probably. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening.
So far it's on fire.
It really is. Just before we get off that, I do love his like insatiable need to fight stronger enemies now too. It's like, if I kill this thing, it can be really bad for the miners. But I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, he's like, let me check it out.
Yeah, it's like, you asshole.
And then let's move on to the next anime, Shangri-La Frontier season.
Dude.
It's a pretty calm episode.
I'm fine with that though. After the beauty we just got a couple episodes before,
it's an in between arc episode. I enjoy that anime does this.
And we need to focus, but we needed to refocus on Pencilgon and Katsuo. I think that's right.
We never remember this.
Katsu.
Kuzo. No,
that's not it. Katsuo.
No.
The guy playing the girl avatar, the pro gamer. No, Shangri-La Frontier, amazing fun episode per usual. Our monk girl boy thing, going at it again in
Okatsu.
Okatsu.
Yeah.
Okatsu. Oh man, there are times where I wish I immersed myself enough in Japanese culture where this would make sense to me, but that's so much work.
What do you mean? What makes sense?
The names.
Well, it's just annoying that everyone else has normal names. Kind of like
Pencilgon.
Yep, Sanraku, Amul, they're all pretty like on the nose, but Okatsu or Okatzo.
We've already forgotten it.
No, Okatsu.
Okatsu.
That sounds Zoo sounds better, right?
Katsu.
Doesn't that sound like what they say? They don't say Okatzo.
I'll take it. You know what? We'll go with Katsu for now.
Let's just why don't we name him now? So
Ladyboy.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
All right. Ladyboy Monk.
Yeah. There you go. Ladyboy Monk.
Ladyboy Monk.
That was a great sequence.
Yeah, him just fighting off all the serpents and then getting a unique monster like Sanraku.
Yeah, just trying to get his level up back because he lost it in the fight.
I know. What a horrible debuff.
I know.
I get that you're going after Weathermon, the Tomb Guard, but like, dang, that's gotta suck. Because he's still working. Like, Sanraku's gone on like 4 adventures since then.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's still working to get his level back right now.
I did like the little show like why he played the game. That was cool because
it's the engine.
Yeah, it's the same engine of another fighting game that he's like pro in, and then they showed him with the silhouettes of a bunch of different pros, which I don't think anyone will be in the show, but if any of them are, credit to the show because that's even more characters. But
yeah, a lot of world building.
But what if like all of them were like detailed silhouettes? I was like, dang.
It's funny.
I was like, God, you guys go hard on this thing.
Yeah, dude. Well, the show is detailed as all get out right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know who made the manga for this, but man, they have like endless amounts of ideas. Just dump it all in there.
Is it a manga?
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it not? I don't know. Regardless, Ladyboy Monk there. I will never get tired of his power ever when he just lights up his spirit fist every single time. I'm like, this is so freaking amazing. That's like, I want to build a D&D character off of him one day. Because I've never played a monk before.
Monks are wicked fun.
It'd be awesome to find a way to incorporate that kind of power into something like. I'll never forget when he did the rainbow fist thing that he did all the way back when. It was like, oh, so cool.
Oh, so originally it was a web novel. series.
Really?
Nope.
But then it became a manga, or was it just always a web novel?
On the user-generated novel publishing website, whatever that is. No printed version of this novel had been released, despite several requests. And then then there was a manga adaptation.
Ah, okay.
And then there was an anime adaptation.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
That's a fascinating process to me. It's like I
There's
really
also
do
a
like
video game adaptation.
because ReZero and ReZero was originally an online thing, and so was Solo Leveling. So I don't know. It's a fascinating process of like how something becomes from concept to anime. Very interesting. I don't know. Not that they don't all start as mangas these days anymore.
Yeah. It is very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, this pretty much like if you really think about it, some of those. Oh, it's not a manga. It's like a web series. And I'm like, is it the same amount of panels and stuff as a manga? It's like, yeah, it's like, okay, so it's just an electronic manga.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. There must be some difference to them over there, but like, who cares?
But and then Pentagon's thing was hilarious.
Yeah, it really was.
Where she just like stole from Wolfgang. Not Wolfgang, they're Wolfgang. Stole from whatever that other game is. Wolfenfein or something.
Schwartz or I don't know. That poor kid. That Wolfgang has now effed that kid twice because he was the same kid that found them all right after the Weathermon thing, and they just booked it away from him. And then now Pentagon is out here just robbing them.
No, he did just rob them.
Robbing them blind to try and take over the castle in one of the towns in Shangri-La Frontier.
It's hilarious.
It's amazing, is what it is.
Yeah.
I hope she does it.
Yeah.
I desperately hope she becomes the queen of a town.
Well, I wonder if next episode will be a continuation of that, or we'll just go back to the original arc.
That's a good question. I think it's probably going to go back to the original arc because
we're
running low on episodes now. We're past the midway point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and half the opening is just the friggin' octopus thing. So I think they'll go back to that, and because we're going to need a lot of episodes for that. Mm-hmm. If they don't, it'll be amazing. I don't know how you're gonna pull it off, but look, I believe the show.
I'm also interested to see whether her thing is like says go west. I'm like, oh, what's that?
That was sick.
I'm like,
that was sick.
There?
That was really sick. Well, that's probably what Bahamut is.
Who?
Bahamut, the thing the ghost lady told him to go find.
Oh yeah, but what's that?
Is it a colossi?
I don't know.
Either.
There's nothing. I don't know. No, I mean, there's a lot of colossi that we don't know the name of. So
yeah, so I don't know.
The symphony.
I don't know. You want that symphony so badly.
What does it do?
What does it do? I really hope it's a good payout when it comes around. I mean, Shangri-La Frontier probably will be, but like,
yeah, it probably will.
I was not just something like boring, like just like it's just a conductor or something like that, or if it is like these one cool.
Yeah, I hope something really cool. So far they all been cool. I mean, even Light Gone was cooler than we thought it'd be.
That's true. Light Gone was way cooler,
and that's where the modern, real world aspect comes in. You get the programmer and then the writer.
Oh, yeah. No, she is. Is she the writer or is she just the content? I don't fucking know. Screw it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I don't know what she does specifically.
Those three are, and then the one guy is just like a freaking mediator at this point.
He's the head of PR for the company.
Ah, okay, yes. This, every time it cuts to these people, it is fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
It's come to them twice now, and it has been the most glorious thing I've ever watched. This one is actually my favorite out of the two.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they were calm, and then there's that slow pause. I was calm. Wait, was?
Yeah.
Until I happened upon.
Yeah. Someone buffing up the shade. Which sounds like she just gave her like double the intelligence, so she
yeah, exactly. It's like, you buffed the stats on Legagon. What did you do that for?
I love the scene where he takes the pills and then he's like, stop this, stop. It goes like 3 different angles, and then it kicks him and it's like boom, like a video game. It's like damage 1.
Yep.
I was like, that's hilarious.
He spits out all the pills when it happens.
I don't know if he spits out the pills. I
thought he spit the pills out.
The pills shoot out of his jacket that are in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that happens. I thought he spit. Oh, yeah, they knocked him out of his stomach. Either way, they didn't. Honest, maybe just spitting, but that's how I interpret it. But and I loved how the fight went on so long that it ended. He ran out of pills. That's a lot of pills to go through.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Like those two are friggin' idiots, but they're amazing. They made one of the best video games ever.
Yeah. Another thing I love about anime. This is why anime is so much better than Western media right now. It's like the gross, just non-showering, dirty programmer and whatever that other girl did with the lab coat are still hot.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. And neither of them shower. Neither of them shower either, by the way.
Sanako should not be as ripped as he is in real world.
But he is. But he is. I'm fine with it. I'm totally cool with that. It's great. I wish we were all these like perfectly sculpted beings.
Yeah. Well, I just prefer looking at that.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah.
Speaking of, and then that's all you got for that.
Really loved the little bit with Pencil Gone, how she how they were like, it's very good. It's a good way of keeping me invested in the game too. Is that it shows why she's still invested in the game. Is that like this game is literally so much fun that you can't stop playing.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's about it for me on this one. Just like I just like, as always, like there are stakes in this game, and that's one of them, and it's great.
And then speaking of looking at jacked dudes, beautiful figures, let's move on to Sakamoto Days.
Yes, yes, with the most jacked figures there.
With a little bit of chubster, but one of the best ever.
Double chubsters this episode, actually.
I don't know the other one.
The beginning of the episode.
Well, that guy's not
I
actually.
don't know. Technically, it's
That was a
double
great
chubster.
start to the episode.
Oh, it was fantastic. I loved what they were like. I loved how their tell for Sakamoto was like, why is he talking?
Yeah, he's talking.
That's not
so
cool.
much.
Something's wrong. He's talking too much. And then lo and behold, it's Doppelganger with an amazing ability.
Yeah, and I love when they're like, "How'd you get that?" I don't know her name. I'm just gonna call her Chun Li because that's the Street Fighter character who.
All right, sounds good. Yeah.
Chun Li is. I think that's her name, Chun Li. Yeah. She's like, "How'd you get that power?" And he's like, "Well," and then he just gets cut off, and I was like, "No!
Please tell me
I
more.
want to know how people get powers."
Tell me more, please. Don't bloom all me on this one. I did love how Sakamoto was like, hello, whatever his name is, old friend. He didn't call him an old friend, but like he knew who he was.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
They did say his like spy name, and of course it was like ridiculously dumb again.
Yeah, it was like Doppelganger or something. Like that.
I think it was it was like Changeling or Doppelganger.
Yeah,
or something.
something on.
I think
the
it was
head
like
thing,
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
It was
Something
like,
on
something
the head
literally they're just
nonsense.
like they're like not creative at all.
No, they're idiots.
Sakamoto, what's his spy name? The legendary assassin. It's like, first of all, that's cool, but that
Cool.
was
It's much more cool if you guys call him that and he doesn't call himself that.
the other assassin. He comes in,
Pizza
and
boy.
He's like pizza cutter or something. I was like, that is your. And so your thing is you always deliver pizza.
Yep, that's it. And then you're gonna kill people with pizza cutters. Really? I don't even think I've ever cut my finger on a pizza cutter.
No, I
what
don't.
are you doing here, dude? That was great. I love that little bit there because like, you know, up until this point, we're only 3 episodes in, but up until this point of the show, we've only ever seen real assassins, like hardcore.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they all have like special abilities and shit. But there are also small fries, and the
Yeah,
small
yeah.
fries are hilarious with their
Yeah,
gimmicks,
yeah.
and I can't wait to see more of them.
That was insane.
I
Yeah, the
did.
other guy was like, that he takes care of at the amusement park is like the janitor.
You've been bleached.
Didn't he say that?
Yeah, it's what he said. Yeah, it's like that's talking about. It stabs him in the sternum, pretty much.
Yeah, with a pin.
Oh, what?
Which
what
didn't even
fantastic.
look. He just did it.
Yeah, he just did it, and it's apparently it's really hard to do, according to Shin, the clairvoyant.
It was a big Shin episode.
It was a heavy Shin.
Shin's a
episode,
great
and,
character.
Yeah, he really is. I think involving like, yes, Sakamoto is our main character, but like, Shin does all the work. So like, all the work of a main character.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Like,
I don't know. If it
yeah,
does
no,
work.
Sakamoto does all the work, but Sakamoto doesn't talk or do a lot of stuff. Like Sakamoto's there, but he's like, I don't know how to explain this. Shin moves the show.
doesn't talk
Sakamoto resolves the show. Shin moves it.
That's
though.
true. That's a good point.
You know, so like Shin has the main character energy right now.
I did like
but,
in the beginning-
He's a side character. So.
When Chun Li comes in, he's like, you're like 2 hours late. She's like, oh, it's whatever. And then he's like, you're putting everything in the box. She put like dish detergent in like the
fridge.
The fridge.
That was
like,
hilarious.
Everything's
Yeah.
a mess. And he's like, ah.
Have you ever had a job before? Yeah, I worked for my daddy.
Oh yeah, I love.
Burying bodies.
No, she didn't say burying
I
bodies.
know,
She said
yeah,
something burying big burlap sacks, which I was like, that's really funny that they like, because the episode before they made her dad out to be like, so then they're like,
He's a
what
mob
happened?
boss.
He was a mob boss.
Yep, 100% a mob boss.
They're all fine with death.
Yeah,
All three of
oh,
them.
100%. Yes, they're all assassins and everything. Oh, that was so insane.
Sakamoto forgot about the amusement park, which was hilarious.
I loved how Sakamoto hates the music part. Like it's like it makes him like, oh no.
He's also like too fat for all the rides.
Too fat for all the rides. You know,
It's funny because all the spies and Chun Li, like they all hated the rides, which I thought was interesting. I don't know what
kind
that
of did. Yeah,
I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, well, that is weird. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know what that's about at all.
I think they'd be
Because they have no control in the situation.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, Sakamoto was because he was too fat.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
that's exactly what it was. But like, everyone else was like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Sugarland.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the place.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
the name of the episode.
I can't remember the name of the bunny, but it's like Miss.
Sugar, I think it's just sugar.
Oh yeah, it's like Miss Sugar.
Just
or something.
sugar, yeah.
something like that.
But we get to whatever. So it takes out the janitor guy, and then we get to our scary friend there,
Yeah, emo
who is
dude.
the emo dude with his of course,
super calm.
Yeah, stay super calm because he doesn't fear death or blah 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 blah. Some other absolute emo nonsense. So Shin can't read his mind, which I don't really know how that works exactly. Because like,
Well, Shin explained, and I do get this, is that he can read people's minds. Doesn't really work with the first time Shin read the mob boss's mind in the first episode. But if this explanation makes more sense, when he's in a large group of people, he can't read minds too well because there's so many people, so it's hard for him to focus. But he can focus on feelings of like just like extreme feelings that bubble up.
That makes sense. I guess. Yeah. So he's just focusing on a different thing. That makes sense. I guess. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then Chun-Li there is the one that guesses who.
Yeah.
I
She's just like, well, that guy looks terrible.
I'd be like.
Right.
Like, yeah, he does look like an assassin.
Yeah, she wasn't wrong.
Yeah, she wasn't. That triggers him, and then the amazing roller coaster sequence starts.
Yeah, the whole fight was awesome.
Bulletproof glasses.
I know.
What a stupid bulletproof glasses that I know it's an anime thing, so it just goes away. They crack every time he gets like overly anxious or annoyed.
That's so true.
It's like,
but that was hilarious when he shoots it. It's like, ding, and it's like, bulletproof glasses totally makes sense. And I was like,
sure,
totally makes sense.
Sure, it does, buddy. Whatever you say.
I like it though. Shin gets poisoned. I can't even really remember the conversation too much between him and Shin. It was just like, classic anime dialogue.
It was. It was just. It was an edgy anime dialogue. Yeah. It's like, blah, you fear death, so you can't blah 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 blah. Who cares?
And like, not killing somebody is like. It's the classic, like, I'm watching Daredevil right now. It's like, well, if you can't kill somebody, then you're never going to be able to, like, fully defend yourself or something like that.
I do want to say, with this show, there's not a lot of scenes where I'm like, with Shangri-La Frontier, I'm like, whoa, look at that move. That's crazy. For this show, I haven't had a lot of those, like, that move's crazy. When Shin jumped out of the roller coaster, though, I was like, holy shit, this move is crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is awesome.
The bunny move thing.
The bunny thing was fun.
Bunny costume was super cool.
Yeah. That one too was so much fun. Because I thought he was just reading the minds of the crowd at first to see his surroundings, but instead
that's what I thought he was doing too.
Reading the mind of the legendary assassin, which is 10 times better. That was the other beatdown on that guy was fantastic. Because that guy sucked.
Oh, that guy was a total loser.
It's annoying. It's like, I use poison. It's like, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
You are a bitch if you use poison.
Yeah.
Go screw yourself.
Yeah, no one likes that.
Yeah, no, it's like, dude, come on. Shoot him in the head with a bullet. Or don't do anything else. Like, don't if you're gonna stab him, like at least just make
use
knife.
Pizza cutters.
At least use pizza cutters. At least Pizza Boy didn't poison the pizza.
That's true. Which probably would have been the better move.
Probably would, because they ate the pizza.
Yeah, that's true. They did eat it like immediately. I did like how his daughter and his wife were just so into it. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are Sakamoto's.
There's like Power Rangers in the background for some reason.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, the show's very good. The show's a very easy watch.
Oh, 100%. Every single. I was like, yeah, the Sugarland one too, where they changed the venue. Oh, yeah, it was so easy. Because every other venue has been like Sakamoto's shop.
That's true.
But this one was spectacular.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's move on to another anime. Zenshu.
Yeah.
Another great.
Is it Zenshu or Zenshu?
Or is it Zenshu? I
thought it was an E, or am I wrong?
Zenshu, sorry. I messed up.
Zenshu.
I love that.
We're uncreative.
I love it.
I think it's great, but like, you're seeing the name.
I know it's Sakamoto Days too. This is a very good episode. I kind of like how they immediately resolve Meryl's green elf girl.
Yeah.
Her like betrayal plot thing, which was like super cool.
Yeah. It seems like the whole plot of the show actually. So we're getting to the point now where I'm a little like wondering, is like, oh, so you're gonna run out of story here soon, because it seems like that was the ending.
She did point that out. There was like, it showed an empty blank page when he's like, well, it doesn't all have to come to an end or something, and yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's like she's running out of story that she knows. So when that happens, like, what are you gonna do?
No. I did like how what I thought was really interesting too is like she knew the part of her becoming the void demon thing, and then but she's like, I don't know how it happens because I wasn't in the show, that wasn't in the movie. So like all that stuff happened in the background that like even though they didn't write it, or maybe they did and they just don't.
They just never put it in there.
But like it's just like it's how it still wrote itself.
That was cool. I really like that because that shows that there's more to the world that can surprise us and be like super interesting. Yeah. Like that was, and the choir singing thing was like crazy because like
was crazy.
I knew they were gonna be. I assumed they were gonna be evil because like Zenshu, whatever her name is, Zenshu had a.
Gone.
Zenshu had a like she knew the elf girl was involved somehow, so it was like, okay, obviously she's right, so what's the problem here? But it was like when you get in there and it's like some weird cult yelling, singing fire thing, it was like, what the fuck?
Natsuko.
This is so much weirder than that's a very common name. I feel like that's so much weirder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I was so much more intense. And then Memel, that's her name. I was so surprised. Like she was like the leader.
Yeah, that one blew. That
and then like
off.
her whole thing is she was just gonna try to kill. Like I know the whole thing is they wanted to die because they're elves and they live forever. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. So because you guys live forever and you hate it, your solution is kill everyone.
That's what like I never.
What a classic elf move.
I'll never understand some immortals like I never understand it when it's like whenever an immortal has that kind of like idea for the world. It's like guys like I'm not suggesting suicide, but like maybe the people that are living the shorter lives are enjoying them and don't all want to die at once. I know you think it's a better idea, but maybe you guys just go somewhere else with all your immortal friends and hang out with them forever and don't come back. That way you don't have loss in your life.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Wild. Maybe just go do that. If you're so upset that you're gonna murder the entire planet, maybe just go somewhere else. Maybe
a super cool looking demon. By the way.
The Ultimate Void looks awesome. Yeah, it looks like it's the shit.
I will say, well, the majority of this episode is just like, Natsuko and Luke, like back and forth, like talking, like, I don't know what to do, and like kind of like flirting a little bit, blah, blah. And, and then he's like, you gotta draw. And he's like, gets in there, he's like, look, there's the Ultimate Void. And it cut to that dude that she drew, and I was like, what's happening? And when he started to sing, I was like, this is fucking incredible.
It was amazing,
I was
right?
Like, oh my, I was dying laughing.
The entire time. I was like, holy shit, what is going on?
That's like, I'm going to show you that the world's pretty great.
This is one of the things I love about anime is that this is a ridiculous situation. Like an absolute. If you told me like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you're gonna love a show that has a one-off character called the Ultimate Exister or Existence or whatever. No, it's the Ultimate Exister. That was his name.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Exister, and he's gonna be a anime boy that dances and sings and throws roses around him. I'd laugh in your face.
That throws roses around, that stops an evil elf demonic cult.
Yeah, we're laughing in your face. And now I'm just laughing at the screen. It's amazing.
I was dying laughing.
It was so good.
It's just one of those things I'm like, like to example of what you're exactly saying. It's like, I did not see it coming in any sense of the word. I didn't know what she was going to do.
Yep.
I thought she was going to draw like a sunset. I don't know. But when it showed him, I was like, huh? I was like, what's that? And he's just like, I was like, there's literally a scene where there's an elf and he like hands him a rose and the elf just like, it's like, oh my gosh.
And then they're all obsessed. Now they're all obsessed with a drawing. Like all the elves, they're obsessed with a piece of paper.
And Memel's talking a little more, which is pretty funny.
That's pretty fun. That's fun. It's cool that that's really resolved. Ultimate Exister was a fantastic thing, and the fact that she stole it from a different anime,
I know.
was
that
even
she
better.
like originally worked on.
Yeah, was even better. I'm just like,
the only flaw. There was only one flaw this episode. Unio wasn't in it enough.
Yeah, that's true. Only popped up a few times. Yeah.
I did enjoy at the end though when he goes to Luke. He's like, he like suggests that Luke and her are like flirting or together, and he's like not so good. He's like, and Luke gets all flustered. He's like, no, and then Unio's like, oh no, this is a problem.
Not her.
I know.
Anyone but her.
Love it.
I do love how those two just go at it constantly. Like Luke was crying after Memel, and he comes in. He's like, "I leave you alone for 5 minutes. You make me cry, you monster."
And then when he shows up when they come out of the thing, and he's like, Luke, what are you doing with this gremlin?
That's so good.
They're so fantastic. This show is very, very.
I'm
good.
so happy. I'm so happy she saved Union's life because this is what a quality unicorn horse thing.
Yeah, I think this anime so far is very solid.
Yeah, I mean, she does a Deus Ex Machina pretty much every time, but like,
that was the only thing I'm hoping there's an episode where she just doesn't do that.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's an episode where she fails.
She fails, fails is better than not do it. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I will say is like, if you look at the 4 she's done, the first 2 you were like, okay, like these are pretty similar. The second one was a wrestling tiger where the animation was insane, and they were like cheering on the sideline.
That was great. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's pretty okay, but it's still like fighting. Then this one happened. I was like, all right, this is going all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I love it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I love it. It's so good. Yes.
And then on to the last anime,
Dragonball Daima. Did you not read the manga this week?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, crap, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Was it incredible?
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely burn through it then.
All right, sounds good.
I gotta be like a couple weeks behind. Unless there wasn't.
But what is that? 3 chapters?
That's good.
That's gonna take you 20 minutes tops.
Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't read One Piece this week, but I
gotta get back on that. I think we really need to get back on that. Oda's been on a roll lately. He's put out like 4 in a row now.
Yeah, I saw that was like the first time since like first time One Piece manga has come out 4 weeks in a row. It was like since like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, I did see that thing too. Yeah, Oda's on a roll. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm down for it. Cause well, I mean, like he said, like he has said it's like breathe while you can.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm like, come on, man, pump it all out.
I gotta catch up.
But anyways,
But Dragon Ball Daima. This episode rocked.
oh, 100%.
This episode was
It was
awesome.
an action-packed episode right
Yeah, it
here.
was super awesome.
Yeah. It was so. It's cool. It's actually kind of interesting that the Demon Realm has weapons that can actually slow down Goku.
Yeah, because they're like bullets.
They're like bullets, but they're
Electronic
also
bullets.
they're stun gun. They're like stun beams, like whatever. It's like what stormtroopers have in when they shoot their when they're their blasters to stun. Like it's the same idea.
Blasters stun.
Blasters to stun. It's like the same idea, and it's very cool. It's actually I'm very happy that it works. I did also enjoy that Goku pointed out. It's like if we were in adult form, this wouldn't work.
I know. Yeah, I
was
know.
like, all right, cool, I
When
like
you
that,
watch the show, you constantly think that you're like, man, if Goku was an adult, like this would have been over in 10 seconds.
Well, even if they're, yeah, exactly. I'm even thinking that when he's talking about like, there's this eye of ultimate demon power, and he uses all the energy, and it's otherworldly power. And if like Goku was an adult, it would be a Tuesday for him. He'd just handle it. Like,
Also, the scene where that stupid kid thing gives up the eye, and it was like, "I'll give you a kiss." Blah, blah. He's like, I don't want that at all, but I'll take that hat.
the show threw us through a loop on that one because he was trying to get Bulma to be his wife before. So
Yeah.
you think that would have worked, but instead it didn't.
Yeah.
But the hat did.
The hat. I was like, I feel like I'm insulted.
Yes,
Like,
and you should be
Yeah.
because I would have taken that deal.
yeah.
You want the dumb belt I'm wearing? Sure, here you go. Kiss me.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's funny is the evil witch lady.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you ever heard like when people are like hear me out on the internet?
Yes.
So it's like something you'd have sex like hear me out. It's like sexy or something you'd have sex
yeah.
with, but it's like it's always like ridiculous things like what's her name, Bonnie from Cars, like something like
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And someone on the internet posted like a picture of her. It was like hear me out, and everyone's like, this is not like this is a clear. Like what?
What do you mean? Hear me out.
There's no like there's no we don't even you don't need to give an explanation. We're all just going to agree with
She's
you.
a humanoid. What are you
I know,
talking about?
Yeah,
Like
and
this isn't a
purposely
core.
drawn sexy.
This is not like some Slanesh demon. This is
I know.
this is a humanoid,
But,
slightly alien being.
She's like in it for a second. She's like whatever. She's like everything's going to.
Elves are a regular fantasy for people. What are you talking about? She's got the pointy
She's
ears.
like a purple elf. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a purple elf, and she's a demon, whatever.
Yeah.
But demons in this world are like elves.
I know.
Like,
Yeah. Also, did you hear what the Namek said?
he's only there to complete their wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I was like, I feel like he's Shinra.
Oh, that's possible. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, okay, there's 2 points to that right there. Well, not 2 points. Like, yes, you could be right, but also, like, he could just know the activation code. Because they need an amp. Because
that's
remember
true.
the Dragon Ball. Remember actually the Dragon Balls for here. I think actually the regular Dragon Balls, the Dragon Balls on Namek, and then I'm guessing the Dragon Balls here needed like special Namekian speech to do it.
Oh yeah.
And Piccolo doesn't know it. I don't know why Piccolo never learned it. He really should.
It'd be helpful if he did.
No, actually, I don't know why Piccolo doesn't know it. He has Kami in him.
I know. Yeah.
He's fused with Kami.
Yeah.
Piccolo, you're lacking right now. You got Nail and Kami in you.
That's that's modern day Piccolo.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, they really
For some
shoved
reason
him
they
to
were
the
like,
side.
you know what? Everyone loved Piccolo and Gohan that entire arc. And like then we're gonna make him really cool and do really cool stuff. And then out of nowhere we're gonna be like, nah, let's make him lame.
Yeah, let's just shut him out. Let's just have him be in the background saying stuff every now and again.
Let's give Gohan glasses. Everyone will love that.
Why did you?
I don't hate. Saying, like, I am a fan. I will on this. I don't hate Gohan's superhero outfit because like, if I could fly, I'd wear a superhero outfit. And he had his girl with him the entire time.
You'd wear a cooler superhero outfit.
I mean, I'm not saying his superhero outfit's cool.
Oh, okay. All right. If we're not okay,
adult Gohan isn't cool.
Correct.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's dumb to wear the super. I mean, him and his girl superheroed out. It's cool.
Correct.
That's cool. He's not cool.
Correct.
But young Gohan was like one of my favorite characters like ever.
Oh, young Gohan was awesome.
I loved young Gohan.
Young Gohan. Obviously, you hate him right before he goes into his training arc.
Yeah, because he's a little bitch.
Exactly. And then he goes into his training arc, and then after that, he's like, "Oh, you're pretty cool, actually."
He's fucking rocks.
Yeah, he just carries the boats. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He'll
and him and Piccolo have such a cool bond, and
he like tries out smart Vegeta on Planet Namek. Like it's not. Yeah, him. Yeah, no. You mean him and his real dad have an
I
actual
know.
bond? Not this funny-dutty Goku who just around every now and again?
Don't say it.
I know.
Isn't that Gohan when he's like about to say it, and then Goku
Oh yeah.
he's like,
Wait, yeah. Don't say it. No, my favorite will always be from Dragon Ball Abridged from Team 4-Star on YouTube, and it's like Gohan going, "I need an adult," and then Goku's like, "I am an adult, not you."
I mean,
It's true. It's true.
I mean,
It's
literally,
true.
was that in Super where Goku's like, "Oh, you kissed," and Vegeta's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You have 2 children. How do you not know what kissing is?"
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Probably because he didn't have those children on purpose.
Yeah, probably not. Probably no.
The whole thing, it's hilarious and it's great for the characters. Is where Naruto is a little bit above of Luffy and Goku. Is Luffy and Goku having personal relations is fun and funny, like Luffy and Boa. But you gotta always remember, it's kind of fucked up on the females' part because they're kind of retarded.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They like have no idea. Luffy, especially. Luffy's a child.
I don't know.
Luffy,
Goku also especially.
Goku is a child, but I can see Goku has moments of like lucidity where he's a man.
That's
But, like,
true because he deals
but
with like
I don't think it happened. I don't think when he conceived Gohan or Go
10.
10, Go 10. I don't think either of those moments existed. I think Chi raped him. But with Luffy, it's like Luffy's actually a kid. Luffy will
That's
not.
true.
Luffy has he has an education at he reads at a 2nd grade level.
If
Like
that.
he is
If
not.
he-
Yeah, if that,
he
if
barely
that, if that.
reads.
Yeah, he's not there.
No.
As an adult.
No.
And he's gonna rule the world as King of the Pirates.
And I feel like Goku's dealt with like real universal threats
Yes.
where like Luffy's like dealt with Blackbeard.
Yes.
In the Boros
And all to say about this, like when Luffy and Boa have kids, it's gonna be way worse.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless he gets like a special gum fruit that makes him
Let's him be smart.
Yeah.
Like lets him actually
Yeah.
grow up.
gets part of the brain.
The real man the real man fruit.
Yeah.
Like
but this episode was just a lot of fighting, and it was great.
It was fantastic.
I loved when Pansy's dad showed up with his crew there.
that was the music in Daimia is kind of slept on. It's like
very good.
Well, Daimia overall slept on, but like the music when he showed up, that music that was playing, I was like, oh, this is a vibe. This is awesome right now. It's like it's so much fun. It's so uplifting. It's cool.
It was. And then I thought they like immediately got destroyed. I know they didn't get immediately destroyed, but I thought it would have been so funny if they did get immediately destroyed.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah.
But then it was cool when she's on her dad's shoulder shooting, and then he's shooting that like thing that looks like it definitely should be a rocket launcher, but somehow it's just shooting regular beams.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
What I do enjoy is how Goku then goes Super Saiyan and like takes everyone out. I'm like, man, it's almost like could have done this already.
Yep. Could have done
The entire time I'm like, why are you both not going Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
right
Why are you letting a tank shoot an AOE attack that takes you out and then let everyone just carpet bomb the area you're in with gunshots? Did you see that though? That was like a weird spot. Like, okay, so the tank takes him out. Him, Piccolo, and Vegeta are on the ground, and then all the useless guards just start shooting into the area, and they're not even all shooting at the ground.
Yeah,
they're all just shooting into
that's
the
true.
area, like
Yeah.
almost at each other. It's like, are you stormtroopers? Like, what
Yes.
are you fucking
Those guys
idiots doing? Yeah, that's right. They are.
One thing I will
stormtroopers.
give a credit: a few of the guys try to run away.
That's true. Yeah.
Like once they realize they're like,
some of them did get it. Some of them
Yeah.
are there. Some of them don't want to get their teeth kicked in.
they're not like the navies from like One Piece. They're like the dumb ones are like, we're gonna keep charging no matter what, and it's like you are nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna get your teeth kicked in. Did you not watch the fan letter? That's your perspective.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
did you want that perspective? You will die.
That's what they want. But Dragon Ball Daima, great. Can't wait for next episode.
What was the end of the episode? What was I was trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Like, there was like.
Goku does the big explosion, and then Goma's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Yeah,
Because the middle episode was showing how the third eye
it kept moving from person to person and all that stuff.
Well, how it moved away from I can't remember his name. God, the guy who got killed by Majin Buu, King Dabura, something like that.
Dabura?
It was like
Dabi?
useless backstory stuff. But,
Yeah. It's pretty much this third eye is super powerful.
Not gonna lie, when the guy was flying around with it, I skipped like all that.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, I don't need to see this guy.
I don't need this weird bug guy dodging lasers. I did watch him get his shit kicked in by the giant. That was funny.
That was funny.
And then of course this boob just finds it.
And then just gives it away for a hat. Which I can't wait till they find out that was the third eye.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny.
And then it's in bad hands, and they're like, "Well, you had it the entire time." Like,
Yeah,
but now I got this
that's
hat.
funny. I know they're gonna make it out to be somehow that the current king will use it and be like super strong and be able to fight Kid Goku and Vegeta, but like, you got no chance.
Oh no,
You got no chance.
It's
King
Goku.
Dabura didn't have a chance before he got killed by Majin Buu. So you don't got shit.
It's Goku. And Vegeta's there too.
Unless you can like literally collapse the entire realm on top of him. No shot.
I do like like you point out, I do enjoy like how they point out that if they were in adult form, they'd be like wiping the dick.
Destroying the area, yeah.
This would have been over in 2 seconds.
These are paper people if they are in adult form. It's crazy. But I mean, that was all. You know what? All it is to say is that the wish that the current Demon King made was actually clever, because
That's
it
true.
actually did. Because you know, when you think about it, it's like, oh, that's a dumb Dragon Ball wish. Like, that's so stupid. That's not gonna do anything. But in reality, yeah, I guess it did depower them pretty significantly, and didn't hurt them in the process. So it's very clever, actually.
That's very clever.
Maybe this Demon King isn't not all. Maybe he's not all shit.
Yeah, I like also how short this is gonna be.
Yeah, me too.
I enjoy that.
They're just punching their way through.
It's awesome.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
But yeah.
Great episode.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.